This is New Era Gardener with my second video of the blue bins. I showed you the first bin, which had the wormeries, the smaller worms that I put in. This is the second one that I was saying I have a problem with. And the problem is, when I heat it, has a whole lot of the leftover compost that did not break down. So I believe when I added heat to this, it woke up those fly larvae, and I have a lot of little flies. Not gnats. I'm going to say they're flies. You can't probably see them right now, but all under this, there's probably an inch of the bedding on top. What I did was I set the bin up as normal, just using the leftovers from my tumble bin. Put it in there, put the worms in there. There was worms mixed in with it. And I did notice when I fed them that nothing came to the top to eat what I put on top. As you might be able to see, there's rabbit manure on top that I sprinkled, and it hasn't been eaten. It's not moldy, didn't mold, so the bin is in good health. That was probably put in there about a week ago. So it's a good, healthy bin, but there are a lot of flies that are flying around, which of course doesn't make my wife very happy. So I'm going to have to do something about this bin. I added heat, I have heat, and I think the heat woke them up. I'm going to stir the bin just to see where we're at with it right now. The bottom was very wet and moist and things like that, so I'm going to start to mix it up. Yeah, there's plenty of worms. Nice sized worms in here. Healthy worms. They're in the top inch there. So they are active. But I'm going to stir it up a little bit. Corn husk. The middle is eaten out, so as you can see, that's clumps of grass and stuff like that left over. Yeah, see, there's worms all in that. I'm going to stir it up. Yeah, there's all big worms in. Look at those, a lot of big worms in there. Nice big healthy worms. Get out. On the bottom of the bin, I did sprinkle a layer of my homemade biochar. Oof, those are some big worms, boy. Those are nice healthy worms, adult worms with rings on them. I mean, those are big, nice worms. This bin is doing good, better than I thought, besides the fly situation. Like I said, I think basically that is due to because it's a lot of spent stuff that came out of the compost bin that I brought inside. Excuse me. Leaves, stuff that didn't break down in the compost bin. That's grass. Worms inside. Corn in the cob. When I did start this bin, this came out of my tumble bin, and when I took it out, this thing was still full of the kernels and everything, and I was going to throw it away, but I said, I'll bury it deep inside there. And I guess burying it deep inside there, they really had some fun with it. There's not much left to it. So, like I said, this worm bin did get some heat, so I could feel the heat through it. It's a lot of grass clipping that didn't break down. Leaves and everything. Still a lot of the non-broken down stuff. Yeah, they're all in that. So this bin is healthy and thriving. A lot of activity, a lot of big worms in here, which I like to see. So I'm happy with that. I don't know, maybe I'm getting my head in the way, but a lot of grass clippings and stuff like that, and chunks of leaves, unbroken down material. I figure I'd put it in here, make a bin out of it. But I'm going to say the worms are the way they are because of all this organic matter that's in here. So this is going to be another good bin when I harvest this bin. When I harvest this bin from the worm castings and the worm castings and the compost. So that's a good bin. It's just the fly situation is not a good thing to have flies all over. I didn't see any really small baby worms. These are all big worms. I do have a heating mat under it, so. But what I'm going to do again, like I did, is I'm going to put a layer of worm bedding, what I use for worm bedding, on top of it, just to keep the moisture good, and just because a lot of it is the grass clippings. If they don't come up, I'm fine with that to the top. I'm not worried about that. But I am going to feed them a little bit of goat manure. Just around a handful. A little more. Like I said, this bin, like the first bin, really didn't get fed anything, but still not going to feed this bin any food. Probably for another month. Probably at the end of another month. So about 30 days from today, I'll stir it up again, aerate it, get some air going through it, fluff it up a little bit, and kind of go from there and see what it looks like. And then probably then I'll start to feed it. But I'll do the same thing. I'm going to bury the food. I'm not going to put the food on top because there is so much other organic matter in there that they're eating. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to grab my bin of bedding. This is just some bedding I'm going to sprinkle on top. And this is just coconut core and newspaper. It's a little dry, this bin. Just gonna wet the top of this one. That's going to be enough. Also, once again, as you can see how clean this one is, they haven't come up and done much on this bin, but they're in there and they're alive. I was actually concerned that they might have died while they were in there, but that wasn't the case. So what I'm going to do to kind of combat these flies inside, I'm going to take a trap, a fly trap. I had to go out and get some traps due to the flies around. Like I said, my wife wasn't too happy with the amount of flies flying around the area. So I had to go out and get some fly traps. So I'll put that there. I'll put that one there. Take a piece of tape, tape it down. Of course, my fingers got some of this glue on it. And try to tape it down. I think gonna have to do a little something different, but you get the idea. Put that inside like that, and they'll hopefully land there. I can see them flying around right now, so hopefully that'll take care of the situation. Well, thanks for watching. This is New Era Gardener with his wormery bins. Thanks.